moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
Yeah, man. Once again, it's live, man. It's live. It's Parlay with us, man. You got me, Mr. Beans. You got Hustle Stacks. Stony Cook and Sean Doe is on vacation this week. You might as well call it that. They're both on vacation. They're on hiatus. So it's me and Stacks who's taking over the show today. We do have a special guest. I should have put that in our title today. We do have a special guest trying to will run the show with us today and break down some of this NBA playoff round one, game one recap for everybody on the East Coast and West Coast. So I don't think everybody played yet, but whatever games that played up to this point, we're gonna run it down for y'all. Excuse me. Yeah, and I'm under the weather, man. Forgive me. See how I told you, Stacks, that friggin' sneezing come out of nowhere, bro. I'm trying to hopefully it doesn't be a problem. But yeah, man, let's start it out, man. How's things with you, Stacks?
Everything's good, man. Just got into a lot of playoff basketball this weekend, man. I'm just locked in.
I knew you was locked in. I was busy this weekend. I'm trying to work before I head out for my little vacay myself. But I know the playoffs started on yesterday, right?
Yeah, it started on Saturday. But the last play-in started Friday. So
yes.
The real playoff games on Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. Oh, man, excuse me, guys. But yeah, yesterday's games, man. I didn't really get to watch some of the games yesterday. I only saw a little bit of the highlights on this Nuggets Clippers game, and then we're gonna go from there. So, man, what do you think about yesterday's games, man? Let's start with that. Let's make it easy real quick. We're not even gonna get into the gauntlet of it. Pacers, Bucks. What happened in that game?
That game one. I mean, I picked Milwaukee to win that series. I still think they got it. It all depends on how game two goes. I think.
Who's leading? Who has home court?
It's 1-0 Indiana right now.
But who's the home court serve though? Who has Indiana?
Indiana got home court right now. It's 1-0 Indiana.
Okay.
I think Indiana came out the gates and played well. That crowd in Indiana is wild, man. They loud in there, man.
Oh yeah, man. Remember them days at Conseco Fieldhouse, man? Remember the Conseco Fieldhouse?
Yeah, man.
They always had a live squad, man, especially when they put together a product, man. Indiana's always been one of them. They never got there, those Stacks, right?
Nah, they went there that one time against Shaq and Kobe that one time.
That's bad.
Yeah, that was the one time they went to the chip.
How many times Indiana put out some product? Just go back on you. Go back.
They always had compete, but they had product. It was just in that Jordan era. It was tough in that Jordan era.
How could you win in the Jordan era and then you had to deal with Shaq and Kobe towards the end of Reggie Miller's life? Man, he had to deal with Shaq and Kobe. Nah, man. Reggie Miller's not like, but his playing what you call his playing days. At the end, he had to deal with Shaq and Kobe. So he never really got. Yeah, they were there, but they would have never. There was no way that team would have never got above anybody with those guys being on the court. Then
I definitely agree with you. Then they building something with Ron and Jermaine O'Neal. And then they had the whole Malice in the Palace thing.
That's right. That's right.
That team up. I think that team was good enough to make it.
That team was good enough. You're right. That team was good enough.
And that was it, man. That was it. Now they're in the Tatum and Brown era, so now I don't know what these.
Yo, they got bad luck, man. Bad luck with it. So real quick, your boy, what's his name? Giannis. Giannis had let me ask you something about Giannis. And people got conflicting reviews about Giannis. As far as a polished player, like Giannis, though, he puts up 36, though. Like, he puts up numbers
Yeah, Giannis is tough, man. I like Giannis, man.
Yeah, he's tough, but do you think Giannis should be on a different type of squad and he'll win more?
In order for him, I mean, he wins, he just don't win the big ones.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If he was on a different makeup, imagine Giannis in Golden State. Not Golden State, Nuggets, Denver.
Yeah.
Could you imagine they having Giannis with that freak dude over there? Could you imagine, like, that'll be a dangerous, he'll be contending.
Yeah, they will be. They got the pieces to trade to get him too. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? Nothing against the Bucks. Nothing against the nothing against the Bucks, but nah. Giannis, I think Giannis might be wasting the talent because he could get one more. He got one, right?
Yeah, he got one.
He got one. He could get another one. He could be on that. But I don't think Bucks is the market. Yeah, they did with Lillard. Is Lillard playing?
Nah, he's still out with the blood clot issues.
See, they tried to say they was going to clear him, right? So what happened with that?
I mean, they said he's either going to be back game 2 or game 3. They said one of those games he's going to be back. They said they don't know which one yet. But
okay.
Either or. There was some chirping, him and Halliburton going back and forth yesterday, talking with each other. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. If Dame come back, Pacers better be careful.
If he comes back, oh yeah. I mean, that's another good player that just needs to be on the right team. I don't know. But yeah, Giannis was the top scorer on their team. He had 36. You got Trent Jr. had 14. Porter, Carter Porter, is that? No, who's that? Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter Jr. had 12, and Green had 15. Bobby Porter's 4 points. That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good.
What about Lopez?
Lopez 9 points.
That ain't good.
21 minutes. Porter's played 25 minutes and 4 points.
4 points, dog.
4 points. That's not good. That's not good. So if Milwaukee if they want to do better, Kuzma. Is that Kyle Kuzma that I'm talking about?
Kyle Kuzma, yeah. I think he got ejected. I think
that's what probably happened with him. Because I was about to wait. Even if he got ejected, he played 22 minutes, 0 points. Kyle
okay,
Kuzma?
so probably he didn't get ejected. I know he had like tripped somebody or some shit. I don't know how many points he had.
0.
Oh no, we can't for 22 points and 0.
22 minutes and 0 points. You didn't even get a bucket. You're Kyle Kuzma. Used to play for the Lakers. You was one of their headliners at one point when everybody was gone. It was Kyle Kuzma.
Yep.
He was getting buckets.
Yeah, he was.
You see what I'm saying?
You give me 2 and 0.
You give me 0 with 22 minutes on the floor. You ain't playing next game. Fuck that. If I'm the coach, I'm burying you. And he's starting.
Did Pat Connaughton play?
Connaughton did play. Pat did play. No, he didn't. I'm wrong. I'm lying. 1 minute.
Yeah.
But he still gave you 3 points.
Yeah, you got to play him over Kuzma next game. I would.
1 minute. He gave you 3 points in 1 minute. So yeah, man. That shout out to Milwaukee. I like the kid. Like I said, I like Giannis. I like some of those players that they got on the team, but that's not really. And if Lillard's there, yes, they could contend, with the rest of the team if they playing, if they playing deep, if they got if the bench looks right. But yeah, man, that's an uphill battle for them. Indiana's gonna play. I don't know. What do you think? I don't even know Indiana like that, but this kid Siakam played 33 minutes, gave him 28 points. Yeah, he was 3 for 5 from 3 point.
The other kid, Miles Turner, played well as well.
Miles Turner played well, 19 points, 31 minutes. He was 4 for 6 from 3. Halliburton, your boy Halliburton's. What's going on with that kid? Tell me what's going on.
I told people.
Pascal Siakam is on the top of Halliburton. How did that happen?
I tried to tell Stoney about that last week. They tried to say Halliburton the guy. I ain't sold on Halliburton, man. I'm not sold on him. I think
Halliburton played 34 minutes and gave them 10 points.
How many assists?
12.
That ain't bad.
That ain't bad. 12 and 10.
10 and 12. I'll take that.
Yeah, you got to take it. Yeah, you got to take it. He was 0 for 7 from 3-point land, so he tossed up a lot of threes.
Yeah.
Didn't make any. He has 7 ribbies. So, and he's 13. He was 3 for 13 from the field. So he needs to clean it up. Is he I'm asking you because you got a lot of evaluations with these guys, Stacks. Is Halliburton a polished player? I've watched him play. Don't get me wrong. I've seen him play. They've been in the playoffs, last season or the season before?
They've been in this playoffs. It's been 2 years in a row.
These 2 years in a row. So I seen Halliburton. Yes, even with us, he used to try to give us some fits, right?
Yeah.
So he did. He used to try to give us some fits. Is he a polished player? Is he the number one for that team, or is it Pascal?
He's not the one. It's definitely Siakam is day one. I mean, that's just for me from the outside looking in. I would say Siakam is day one. Now Halliburton is definitely day two, but
okay,
I definitely see Siakam as day one. And
wasn't there at one point in time that Halliburton was like they was elevating him to be that guy?
Yeah, they was trying to push him. They was trying to make a push for him, and it just didn't pan out for him. I mean, he's playing well, but good enough to be day one. No,
not with 10 points. Not with 10 points. I don't. So Milwaukee. I mean, so the Pacers with Naismith, 27, 7 points though, 1 for 3 on 3-point, 6 ribbies, 0 assists. And he was 3 for 7 from the field, but he still played 27 minutes. So, was he a body? Did he make a?
But we know what that's all about with him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he is what he is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's gonna give you something. Sometimes he's gonna give you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't we have that? Do we have that player?
Yeah. We had him. He gonna defend. He's more of a 3-and-D type of guy anyway.
That's what I was about to say. Is he more of a defender out there on the floor? That's why he's getting 27 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, 27 minutes. And at times, he might stretch out and give you 17, maybe 20 here and there. But
right.
Yeah, I don't think they expect too much from Naismith at the end of the day.
So at the end of the day, Pacers took care of the Bucks 117-98. That's a good to start. To start off. That is a good, whipped you by 20, basically. You know what I mean?
20 points.
20 points. So that's a good start, man. So the Bucks, man. But I won't give up on the Bucks because Giannis might go off and score 50, and somebody else will have to put in some shit for them to stop making it a series, or Pascal will have to have a shady game or something like that. But I like Pascal. For some reason, coming out of Toronto, that's a good player, man.
Yeah, Pascal's solid. Pascal always been solid.
Yeah,
Pascal. When Toronto made that run for the chip, man, Pascal put in work for that chip.
He put in work. That's why I like him. He put in work. He put in work. It was him and Kawhi, right?
Yeah, him and Kawhi.
And he was a young buck when he was. Yeah. He put in work, and he wasn't fearless. He was fearless. That's why I liked him during that series. You're right. He was a young buck, and he put in some work with Kawhi in that series. I remember that. So Pascal's a good player, man. Let's move on. Next game, vice versa. With the scoring, Timberwolves, Lakers, 117-94. Let me give you a little bit of the breakdown. Listen. I know we have this conversation already, and you said you weren't too surprised by the outlook, by what happened. You wasn't too surprised. You figured that Ant-Man, and I underestimated Minnesota. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna be facts with you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought Minnesota is a one-man team. I'm gonna be 100% with you. They got Ant-Man. That's all I said. That's it. you don't win if you don't have a team. You see what I'm saying? Like,
they definitely got pieces around him,
but they got pieces, and I'm just looking at it because I feel bad for Minnesota in a way because of the market. Minnesota always put together, like going back as long as we know, KG and shit like that. Minnesota always had put together a good product, right? They never was like, maybe Utah's been as bad, if you want to call bad, for all these, for a long period of time. But Minnesota always had something. They never was always in the basement with the NBA. And
not to cut you off, shit said forward him the email again. I guess he can't find it.
That's no problem. Let me do that real quick. I got you. And that is done. So shout out real quick, man. Before I start rambling on about the Minnesota Timberwolves and this LA Laker game, shout out to everybody there in the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch side of things, man. Thanks for coming through. It is Parlay with us, man. We give you that live sports recap and entertainment information on a weekly basis. We're a big sports channel as far as like all information sports, all information player. My boy Stacks, he's big on the basketball. His mind is just filled with basketball. Former coach, AAU, you know what I mean? So we bring you guys the knowledge. My boys who are not here, Sean Doe and Crook, those guys bring you all the betting and all the parlays and all that stuff that comes with this channel. They'll be back next week. But this is what we do. So yeah, man, for the
match thing, man. I hate to keep He said something about a code. Send him a code or some shit.
A code?
That's what I said.
Nah, tell him to just click on the link. Once I send that invite link, that's all he gotta do.
All right.
Tell him he just gotta click on the same way I sent it to UT.
Yeah.
He should get it the same way.
Yeah, that's what I did. I ain't never seen a code on there.
I never seen no code. Tell him if he's still seeing. Let me try it one more time. Hold on one sec. Let me go here. Invite player. Let me try. Tell him I'm gonna send it to him again, but it shouldn't take no code. There he goes. Sorry, people, for the inconvenience. We're trying to get our special guests on the show, and we're having a little difficulties. He's tell him I sent it to him again. He shouldn't need no code. Tell him to just click on that link.
Just text him.
Okay. So yeah, man. Let's move on to Minnesota, man. I'm gonna run down the starters on this team. I don't know this team too well. I just know about Ant Edwards, and I know Mike Conley is there, but I forgot about this team in a way. But yo, you got Randall. I forgot Julius Randle was on that squad. Now I know Julius Randle he's made some trips, you know what I mean, between LA and the Knicks and shit like that. He made some trips during his career, but he still gave him 15 points last night. He was 4 for 6 on threes, and he played 35 minutes. His field goal percentage, 6 for 11, could be better, but yo, he put up 16 points. You know what I mean? Here we go. Oh, there we go. There he goes. Yeah. What's up? What up, man? We got a special.
You figured it out. Thought you was gonna be at the spot. You in the whip.
Yo, man, it's a lot going on in the crib right now. You have no idea.
Yo, I know how that be. What up, shit?
It's nutty, son. I said, yo, I gotta go. I left my daughter to the food and shit. You know what I mean? What's popping?
Nothing much, man.
We were just going on about that Minnesota and Laker game.
All right, let's talk about it, man. You know, the time moved quickly. I'm like, shit, man, I gotta get on the joint.
Nah, yeah, man. Don't worry about it. You good, man. Whenever you was ready to get on, we was pacing ourselves, man. But we on that Minnesota game, man. I didn't expect it. Really, I didn't expect it. I thought with no bullshit. Now, I'm an LBJ fan. I'm gonna say that. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
And I know LBJ's on his way out. We all know that. He's on the the farewell tour, which will start next season, right? But
it should.
It should. It is. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. But I thought with LBJ and the last life he got, and this young buck Luka, there's no way. There's no way. That's a score. Yeah. That's like, come on, like that's.
I mean,
how could you lose with that nucleus right there? Just them two alone.
Yeah, it's gonna take more than that. You know what I mean? Them guys, they do play some defense, but it's gonna take more than that. But if you watch the game, you can see Luka with his head down when he's off the ball and shit. He needs the basketball. You know, if they're gonna win this series, he's gonna have to be the guy leading the show. It's not gonna be LBJ. You know what I'm saying?
And we said that. We said that on the show last week. We was like, if LBJ let Luka be Luka, and he be the Robin to the Batman shit, people have problems. You know what I mean?
Luka, you got to get Luka. Give him the ball. Let him get going. LBJ don't need to. He don't need shit to get him going. You understand? So it's like let Luka get his feel for the game and doing his step offs and getting guys in foul trouble. But when you have him on the sideline, on the side, just looking, like God damn, it's and watch LBJ doing him. It's that's not gonna work. And my friend, Ant-Man, he's hungry.
Yeah,
watching Jordan film.
Listen,
you see him grab LBJ at half court one time, right?
Yeah, hold on, yo. Like, you know what I mean?
No, he's taunting. He's making his presence known. Like he don't want to go away from what happened last year. When some players, when some people like, man, he's good, but that was just a fluke. He ain't really there yet. He's trying to, I see him pushing the envelope as far as like, I'm here type shit. Now, people know he's there, but he's trying to make sure he solidify it, especially when he playing talent like LeBron and Luka. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I underestimated the dude. No doubt. Stack said it last show. He was like, yo, that dude, Ant-Man, I don't know. And I'm like, nah, man, you got LBJ and Luka. He's like, I don't know. And they play as a team. Like you said, that was a team win to do that against LA. So if LA can't put together a team win and it's going to be about watch what Luka do and watch what LeBron do and people just stepping away, I'm talking about the rest of the team. They're not going to win.
Ant-Man's leading the show, man. You can see with the other guys, you know what I mean? He got them guys on his side. He's bigging guys up after the game and all that, he's doing a good job leading, by example and, showing guys love. If you see after the game when I forget the shooter with the joint on his leg, he have a big game. He's bigging him up. My man McDaniels, he's bigging him up. Rudy, doing his part. Everybody doing their part. Vincenzo is stepping up. He wasn't starting good this season, but now his shit's rolling, jumper falling. It's gonna be tough.
That's
they
true.
got weapons.
That's true. That's true. Vincenzo had he was 4 for 9. Yeah, he came off the bench. He still gave you 9 points though. 4 for 9, played 29 minutes. This kid Reed, who's Reed? Niles Reed.
Yeah.
31 minutes, 8 for 12 from the field, 6 for 9 3-points.
He was cooking.
He was cooking.
All corner trades too.
Off the bench, 23 points. So you're right, man.
That jumper's working with Nas Reed. It's tough to beat them too. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's bringing them threes, it's tough. That big man can shoot a little bit. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, his field goal percentage, man.
They got some good role players around with if Randall played the right way, DiVincenzo. I still like Conley. Still got a little bit of the tank.
Yeah, but see, Conley is the one I'm like, God damn, man, that's gonna be.
You think that's the weak link? I wouldn't say weak link, but do you think that?
They hanging on to Conley like how we doing Al. You know what I mean? You overusing him. I mean, Al got it done for us, but Conley, it's like, yo, man, y'all because they paid last year with Conley a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I just feel like they're gonna expose him eventually. Because
the age is catching up, right?
Yeah, and he's a small guy. It's not like he's locking guys up on D. He'll facilitate a little bit, but it's like, is he hitting a lot of big shots like he used to? Not really,
Not really.
but they only had that's the only guard outside of Vincenzo kinda that can facilitate. You know what I mean?
Homie comes in and plays all right. Alexander Walker. He comes in and plays all right.
Yeah, nah, he play hard. He shoot and he definitely play hard, but it's like just to keep shit on balance if Ant-Man, don't have the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely important, but again, I just don't see him, they got to be careful.
Alexander Walker did play 20 minutes. His field goal percentage was not great, 2 for 9, 1 for 6 on the 3 points, but he still scored 7 points. He still gave you 7 points.
You don't expect much from him. I thought that those attempts are kind of high for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they must have been leaving him open and they baited him to take them shots. He usually don't put up that many shots. He kind of off the ball guy.
Have a big game here and there, guys sleeping on him.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed something real quick before we move on from this LA game. I'm gonna just give you a little bit. I like to give y'all. So Gobert, whatever his name is, he 24 minutes, 1 for 2 from the field. 6 rebounds, 2 points.
Nah, I mean,
can you get back? Should he be doing better than that? That's my question.
Absolutely, he should be, but it's
for your big man,
you gotta get it how he live. You gotta get on the board, get putbacks and all
how many blocks? How many blocks he had though?
Let's see blocks. How come I don't see blocks here?
Nah, he gotta get on. He gotta get his block on.
Yeah, I don't see blocks. Maybe I gotta look.
He had at least 2, 3 that I've seen.
Okay.
That I've seen.
I don't know how come I don't see the blocks on the stats here, but
if he's getting 3 blocks, then he did his job.
Yeah, and obviously his size, making guys alter their shots and shit like that, just being there, you know what I mean?
True.
But he definitely got to do more. You know what I mean?
True.
You got to have at least 10 points.
True. Yeah, LeBron. So real quick, I'm gonna just go down to Lakers. LeBron played 36 minutes, man. He's an old man. All right. Yeah. He played 36 minutes. Yes, he wasn't crisp. 8 for 18 from the field, 1 for 5 on the threes, 5 ribbies, 3 assists, 19 points. LBJ. At an old man, I'll still take that. I'll take that.
I'll take that.
You got to do more.
You gotta do more. He gotta do more. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we talking about the age. We talking about LBJ. He been doing big numbers and shit all season. So it's like, okay, the numbers look good, but no, that's for his stature. He got to definitely do more.
He got to do more. Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah. You're definitely right. Luka played 40 minutes. Like I said, he was 12 for 22. That's throwing up shots. He was throwing up shots. 5 for 10 from the 3. 37 points. He got his 8 ribbies, 1 assist. He got to do better than that.
It's just talk to.
Yeah, in the assist category, he definitely got to do better.
Yeah,
definitely got to do better. Austin Reeves held them down a little bit with 16 points, 37 minutes. What's this kid's name? Hachimura, 9 points. 30 minutes.
I don't know. It's something about Hachimura I don't feel. I'm not feeling.
I'm all that.
When shit get real, man, you know what I mean? He disappear, yo. But it's like, it look good right now, but where are they now? We need the others, like Shaq said. You know what I'm saying? We need the others, and where are you? You understand? So man.
Real quick, last player on this LA team. This motherfucker disappeared and he splashed the fuck out of us a couple years ago.
Reeves.
Gabe Vincent. What the?
Yeah, dog. Yo. Gabe Vincent is on the back of the cereal box. That series is from the Celtics. Shout out to the Celtics. We got him paid.
We got him paid. He splashed the fuck out of us, and now you can't even find him.
Sure did. Yo, shout out to Gabe Vincent. He came in.
Got his bag and chain. He's out LA.
Yeah, my man. If homie was, God forbid, homie fucked his bag all the way up. What's the light-skinned kid from Miami that was splashing us too? He was killing us.
Oh, the other one.
Caleb.
Yeah, I thought he should have got MVP. They just gave it to Jimmy. But
Yeah. He killed
Caleb
us.
got MVP when we played them in that.
Yeah,
Caleb
man.
Martin was on some shit against
Yo,
us,
if he
man.
was a free agent that year, he would have broke the bank.
Yeah.
No doubt. So last with that, LA need a better bench. This bench, I'm gonna just name off players real quick. You got Finley Smith, Vanderbilt, Len, Vincent, Milton, Goodwin, James. That's who James.
A lot of defensive guys. It's Bronny.
Bronny's on the bench.
Yeah, he's
okay. Connect and more.
What else you gonna do? Like shit.
No,
guys got to, they're giving that look to each other like
they better not put him in the game in the playoff game. They better not like that.
Yeah, shit go left. We could have had goddamn Melo could have made a couple shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Clothes, man. Shit, we need some help.
Exactly. So let's move on to the hold on, guys. I already went through those games. We good with those. The Pacers Nuggets, real quick, man. Nuggets, I'm gonna go through that real quick, a real fly through, because I know we got pressed for time with shiz on the line. Listen, Denver took care of LA Clippers 112-110. Shout out to James Harden. Jokic is the shit. Don't get me wrong. This dude, when I watched the highlights of that game, that dude, he's I told you,
he's been having a good year, man. Very good year.
But Harden, where did this dude come from? Like people was talking about Harden's done, he's washed, he's this. Harden played a hell of a game, man. This dude was back to back. He tried to get them to win that game or help them win that game the other day. This dude was splashing, man, like coming up, doing that same old shit that he was just like walk up and just throw the shit up and cutting your eye open. Like that dude. Yeah. He still got it though. I mean, I don't know, defensively, I don't know what he's doing, but he still can shoot that rock though, no doubt.
They win that game if Kawhi come with a little bit in the fourth quarter, come with a little bit more assertiveness.
Kawhi was a little in between on some plays. You know what I mean? Like,
here we go. I can see the injury coming on. I can see it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
If he do that, man, leave guys hanging out to draft for that one, because it's like, I think for me, the Clippers, they have a team to beat them, but again, their defense still worries me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like my man was Zubac. I feel like Zubac, he should get the most improved player, but at the same time,
better than I've seen anybody play Jokic.
Yeah, man, he have a great year too, but I mean, it's tough on him, man. Jokic is too shifty, Zubac. It's tough, It's a tough guard, and then Murray hitting timely shots and shit, It's tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
Maul hit some big shots. He did.
Championship DNA too. Guys hustling, they've been there. The moment,
right.
And not saying Kawhi and James ain't played in big games, but when you look at they have names on the Clippers bench. They got some names there. I forget my man that come from Atlanta, Serbian guy, Coffee.
Bogdanovic.
Yeah, they got guys, but again, that chemistry is it there? I forget the other little shooter, lefty white guy, but is that chemistry there? And them guys coming in, wanting it, defensively, I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. They go down 2-0.
They got lucky. Uncle Russ bailed them out with that corner trade.
Uncle Russ, man. Uncle
Russ bailed them out with the corner trade ball. I was shocked by that shit.
I'm shocked by it. You know what? Give it to Russ though. Russ go wherever he go, he's gonna give them the energy. He's gonna ball out. And this late in his career, you would think Russ would just sit back and be like, "Yeah, I'm just," you know what I mean? Like, if I get on the court, I get on the court.
He's been disrespected so much. He's one of the greatest point guards of all time.
There you
go. But it's like when he have everybody downplays the triple double when he have it. He's been averaging triple doubles for years, and then when somebody else scores a goddamn triple double, it's like it's like new ground. Goddamn aliens that came down. Everybody's like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like when he retires, he should be writing his Hall of Fame speech now to go at everybody. You know what I'm saying? To me, that just like Jordan a little bit, I'll be talking enough shit to everybody, because
no, that's true. He do deserve it. That dude comes with it all the time.
He helped that team. That team. They lose a lot of energy with Bruce Brown and guys leaving. he bring energy that to. Yeah, he do some dumb shit sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But he bring energy, and you can tell he's definitely helping guys on that team. I don't know what happened with the coach. I heard guys were a little salty because the coach wasn't like, getting on them and like other guys, but relationships, you have to, I don't want to say treat people different, but you got to coach people different. You don't want to lose Russ. Russ started wilding out,
True.
So
True.
you got to be smart.
True.
Yeah,
Nice team.
You notice, I told y'all they benched my man down the stretch, Michael Porter, Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? Michael Porter, they didn't play down to they got to get rid of him, straight up.
Yo, let me tell you, let me give you his numbers real quick. That's all right, Shiz, answer your thing.
It's good.
Porter played 26 minutes. 1 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 4 ribbies, no assists. What is a PF? What's that, guys?
Personal foul?
Personal foul? 1. Only 1 foul, 3 points.
I heard they want to trade him. That's one of the beefs too. I heard that, but some Missouri, I guess some Missouri owners or some shit like that. And he played Missouri. I don't know if he's from Missouri, but
he's from Missouri. That's where he's from.
Yeah, he's almost like an untouchable guy. And I heard the coach was kind of salty, because guys want to move him, get some pieces, and they said he kind of untouchable guy.
Wow.
Nah, he gotta be moved. He gotta be moved because that contract is aging bad. Like
yeah.
I don't know. He don't play no D. Then
sometimes you forget he's on the goddamn team. He'll go, shit, he's still on the team.
Shit's late in the minute. He didn't play. play.
At one point, wasn't he like the number 3 option on that squad?
Yeah. Sometimes two.
Right? Yeah. So for him to fall, I mean, hey, we talked about Jamal Murray the other day. He had a decent game, 21 points, 48 minutes. You know what I mean? Too much field goal percentages, 7 for 20. That means you was chucking up a lot of shit. And he was 3 for 7 from 3-point. But
Murray's my guy. They got to be physical with him. If they want to beat Denver, they got to be physical with him.
Well, they had Kawhi on them a lot, so that may be why his field goal percentage look like that. Kawhi, you say go turn the corner on Kawhi like that.
Yeah. Word.
Kawhi got length, man. That's one thing about him, man. And Jokic is a beast, man. 29 points, but his percentage is just off, 12 for 24. Yeah, that's still low. He threw up 46 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists, man.
He had 46 joints?
46 minutes.
Oh,
he played the whole game, basically, right? So 46 minutes. Him and Murray, and Aaron Gordon, 25 points. So
I like Aaron. I like Aaron a lot. Yeah.
He got a chip on his shoulder. He got some money to get. So
okay, that makes sense. So yeah, man, that Denver game, real quick. I like what I see out of Denver. Hopefully they can sustain it. Jokic is like special talent, man. Y'all are totally right about that. That kid, that way that dude plays is like every time I watch him, I'm like, wow. Like you would think you could be able to guard that shit. You see what I'm saying? But you can't guard this shit. You know what I mean? Like it looks like you could guard it, right? Right, Stack? It looks like it because it don't look, it don't look finessey. You know what I mean? It don't look.
Thinking 2 steps ahead, man.
It don't look like he, the dude just, man. I like his game, man. Period. I like his game. So today's games, quick rundown. We had, let's go Sunday. We had today's games. We had, who was the first game? Was it Thunder's Grizzlies?
Memphis or OKC. You could skip that shit. That shit.
Oh my gosh, look at them points.
Yeah, you can skip
shit.
That,
131 to 80.
They beat the dogs.
They don't know what to do. Memphis.
Where was 2 shots at?
Ja, he played. He played. It wasn't much he could do.
He left some grenades at home, man.
Where's grenade? Like, he lucky, They really want. One thing about John Moran, I'm gonna say it. I'm with him. I'm not clowning him. You see what I'm saying? I'm not clowning John Moran because they're taking the competitiveness out of basketball when we all know, all three of us know, gestures, shit talking, running up and down the court was part of the game.
Yeah, always will be. Yeah.
You know, so if he gave them the two shot or dropped the grenade on him, yo,
He's hot right now. You know what I'm saying? He's just hot. You know what I'm saying?
He's just hot. I think
they're gonna blow up.
It's a little unfair though.
Yeah, man. You know. I don't want to talk too much on the joint, but it's.
I know.
It's all unfair. You feel me?
It is kind of unfair because
he put himself in a bad spot. Yeah.
Let me put this out there. Karl Malone was an avid gun-toting two-way advocate. Did Karl Malone get any static from the NBA?
But he wasn't. Karl Malone was never caught on video with the pistol.
He's a black neck. He called himself the black neck. You feel me? So it's like he pull up in the we call a 14-wheeler to the game. You feel me? So they, you know, it's a different.
They look at him differently.
Word.
Okay.
You know, and it's
John Morant. He did put himself there. I agree with Shiz. Then they backed up off him, had to talk with him. Then he did it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's that right there, like, yo, be careful the company you keep, man. Like, I want to know who the fuck video in the joint. That's what I want to know. Like, who?
But like, when do you learn? When do you be smart and play the game? You know what I mean? Like, he can still be himself. He's a super millionaire, and it's just like he doesn't understand, and he young, and I don't know about his pop sauce on the sideline. You know what I mean? Like, I understand goddamn mind, but it's like you got to know you got a lot of power, but it's like, but how you use your power. You know, I won't say too much, but how you use your power, you can't be using your power blatantly in front of people like this. You understand?
That's true.
They don't like that. You know, you can use your power behind the scene, whatever you do, be you, but when you're doing it out in the open and you think they feel like you're showing them up, even though it's, you know, everybody been doing gunshots and slicing the neck and all this other stuff. We've been doing that forever. You know, it's part of the game. Nobody's taking it personal, but then they're like, oh, you know, you know, is he gonna be in the back with a pistol after the game? Like, you know, just they know that's not gonna happen, but you know,
they're gonna make it a topic. Yes, you're right.
If they add the right coach to that situation, they got a chance to be good, man. They got pieces over there.
They got pieces. I mean, he's the number one nucleus. He's the number one piece of it.
And Lurch is playing all right. You know, he thinking slow sometimes, but it's like, you know, he helping Edie.
Yeah.
Like,
you
know, they do got a nucleus. Number 7, I rocks with him
over there, man. They got
what's number 7? The foreign dude.
Aldama.
Yo, he's a dog. He goes.
He goes too. And the other one that come off the bench too, they still got the 2 Iranian dudes, right?
They already know kamikaze, fam.
What's the other one? Kuchar or something like that come off the bench.
Kuchar. I see Kuchar played 25 minutes last night though. Today, I mean. He played 25 minutes, right. He ain't giving no buckets, but he's playing.
You got Desmond Bain.
Crazy.
I thought they should have kept Marcus Smart. I thought he could have helped that team. I really do. I know they traded him. I don't know what was going on with that. Why they
facilitating wise, definitely.
Yeah, I think Marcus could have definitely helped that.
That's team. Right. They shipped Marcus. Where did they ship Marcus at?
Washington.
God damn.
He probably had the Celtics game last night. You know
my God. They sent him to the Wizards.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, Marcus. That's oblivion. That's like bye-bye land. Damn, yeah, you're right. Him on this team would have made this team a little bit more disciplined.
I think he would have helped.
He would have made them disciplined. That's true. He would have been able to facilitate a better squad, like get that ball around better. Yeah, that's it with them, man. They took care of business. Your boy, that team, I'm not even gonna go over this Oklahoma team, but real quick, the starting 5, everybody in doubles. All right, let's just start from there. The starting 5, all 5, everybody in double digits. Everybody. You see what I'm saying? So that goes to show you what happened with that. Now, move on. Celtics, good game. In the beginning, I was like thinking that the Orlando is trying to do what they always try to do when they play the Celtics, is be a disruptor. Mazzulla called the timeout when it was needed. And once he caught,
all they try to do is muck it up, man. I mean, they just the referees once they.
Who's that ref?
I got Orlando figured out. Once they see that the hacking gonna be not called, that's how they gonna play the whole.
Yeah.
They gonna play that way.
Play sticking their leg out, all kind of stuff.
You see Cole Anthony stick the leg out on Pritchard?
Yeah, he actually kicked him. He kicked him on that.
Yeah,
yeah. That's dirty stuff, man. You know, it's dirty stuff. Yeah.
So I think that's what they said in that game when I was listening to the game. Actually, I was listening at work. I was watching some and listening to some. You know, Orlando going to come play with physicality.
That's the MO. I mean, they're the second best defensive team in the league.
You know what I mean? They coming with the physicality. That's what they want to do to try to press the Celtics. Talent-wise, no, they can't beat the Celtics. Because even if you look at this game, in the beginning half of this game, Tatum and Brown was not doing good. The points wasn't there.
Energy's not there.
The energy was there.
Going through the motions.
Going through the motions. But Pritchard, White,
hungry.
You know what I mean?
That's on bed. That's my guy.
Holiday came to play.
Holiday.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's pick your poison with the Celtics. And I like that. This is what I've been saying when we've been talking basketball throughout this season with Parlay with us. And we're saying, can't wait till the playoffs come in. Everybody's like, oh, who? You know, y'all know, I got a family. I got a cousin in New York. Think this is the Knicks year. Think the Knicks is going to take care of the Celtics. And I said to everybody, and I'll say it on this show every time, when I feel someone could give us best of 7, then I'll shut up. But I really don't think someone can give us the best of 7. We could give them that. That's what I think on the East Coast. Nobody can. That's just me. I might be wrong. I might have to eat crow.
No, we're just looking at Cleveland, man. You know what I mean? We're just looking at Cleveland.
And I still think at the end of the day, in a 7 hard-fought series, Celtics is coming up on top, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No doubt. No, I know that for a fact. You know,
I know that for a fact. A lot of people saying, "Oh, Cleveland got it this year. It's Cleveland and the Knicks in Cleveland in the conference." I'm like, Knicks? So y'all think the Knicks is gonna beat the Celtics, yo?
Whoever's saying the Knicks just don't know what they talking about.
They don't know what they're talking about, man.
I don't
Knicks
know.
Ain't got no business.
Shout out to my cousins and them in New York. Your Knicks is not doing it. Not against
they got to rep there where they from. You know what I mean? But when we talking real basketball, they're not gonna get it done. My thing is with our team, we always have problems or issues where we got shifty little guards that can really go. You know, that's why I was speaking to Stacks earlier, saying like, you know, we got to be careful. Cole Anthony's guys having big games because we're a big team. You know, guards, big guards too. You know, small but big. And you know, for example, what's my friend Mitchell and the other kid and Garland. It's a tough guard, man. You know what I mean?
I understand. And Stacks always say that those are the two names that he pulls out the hat anytime he talks about Cleveland is those two kids right there.
Yeah. You know,
Garland and Mitchell. Yeah, you're right. You know,
anytime we run across a guard,
don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on Cleveland. I'm not saying that.
Nah.
I'm just thinking that I just have that feeling. Celtics with the championship, what they've been through in the past 2-3 years, there's no way they going home and there's not that.
And I still feel we haven't hit our stride the right way.
There you go. There you go. Like that real. You know what I mean?
That flow, everybody clicking the ball, moving, boom, boom, boom. Like, you know,
I
agree.
A lot of tough shot taking. It's just like, you know, look like guys like ate Easter dinner before they came to play. You feel me? Like
exactly.
That's what it was looking like.
They went to church this morning. You see what I'm saying?
Heard the sermon.
You know, chill.
Had that plate in the basement real quick.
Had the plate, you know.
Cobbler, you know what I mean?
They were dressed up in their nice little church suits with the kids and the wifey. Everybody was nice and smooth, and nobody wants to go to work and play ball after that. You know what I mean? But they got to go to work. You know what I mean? That's just part of the game. So I understand what you're saying. They probably just start off slow. I know the Celtics. I have no fear in what the Celtics is going to be able to do. That's just me. It's just going to be some real good ball in this playoffs. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Real good ball we about to see. The Heat Cavaliers, listen, the Heat's down by 9 right now in the third quarter.
They don't have a chance.
I know they don't.
They don't have. You see my man Scary. I felt bad for my man Scary when they did their thing the other day. Scary just watching from the. I said, "Damn, man, Scary's supposed to be a part of that."
Man, shit. I'm a man. They bench my man Hardcast don't even get no more burn.
Oh, hold up. Y'all mean to tell me what Scary Terry? What they do to Scary Terry?
Listen, it's a lot going on. I don't want to get too deep into it, man, because
I heard about Hardcast.
You heard him, right? You heard Hardcast.
Yeah. I heard about it.
Hardcast, he's buried right now. They looking to trade Hardcast. Yeah.
Hardcast. And Hardcast was one of their pieces. Remember, they was trying to put something around.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, man, but found out, you know what I mean? Hardcast trying to make moves. You know what I mean? He's a sneaky one.
Yeah, man. So you're right, man. You said look at who Duncan Robinson. Look at that one. Remember you talked about him, Stacks?
That's the reason why he's playing a lot, because Hardcast is benched. That's the reason why. When Hardcast was rolling, he wasn't getting no burn.
Yeah. And he wasn't playing too hot all year, Hawkins. He had many times to show himself with Jimmy Hurd and all that BS going on. And again, it's probably exposure is like, nah, he probably whatever he do, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tyler Hero, 17 points. I never really was, I don't know about Hero. Like, I'm not a big Hero.
Nah, I rock with Hero a little bit.
You do? You like it?
That's my draft pick when he's coming out of Kentucky.
He's playing well this year.
He's playing well?
Yeah, this year he is.
I just thought he was like,
he's a bucket getter. That's it.
I thought he was like one of those dudes. He's like a microwave type dude. He gets hot, he's hot. If he ain't, he's cold, he's sitting down. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at him. I didn't look at him as like a starter. You know what I mean? And he had starter persona.
Yeah, I think the situation. I think that's a good analysis. I think that the situation led him to have more time and keeping consistent and getting all those shots. Jimmy, all the BS going on. Bam, not really hooping like so. So you know what I mean? He took advantage.
Like you said, that's not.
I don't think he should have been an all-star. Not because I didn't think he should have been an all-star in my mind, but it's like, hey, that's what it is.
Right. It is what it is. Exactly, man. So yeah, man, guys, listen. We're not going to talk about it. You guys already know what was going to happen as far as last game tonight. That's tonight's game, which is going to be a good game. Watch that game. I'm going to watch it because I like what the Rockets might be able to do. As far as the young squad.
I'm riding with Ime, man. I'm
riding with Ime. I want Ime to go all the way. I want to play the Rockets, man.
I want everything. That'd be something to be playing.
That'd be something, yo.
Word.
That would be something. Wow, Celtics, Rockets, boy, woo! Ime against the Celtics.
Yeah.
Oh man,
all the Celtics. Everybody better show up too.
Old school rivalry too.
All Ime's old joints.
Yeah.
Right? All Ime's undercover joints. We want them at the game front row. You know what I'm saying? We need all the ammo. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Like we bring everybody out, all the secret joints, everything.
Exactly. But yeah, that's gonna be a good game. I forgot, like I said, I've been, back and forth. I forgot Jimmy Buckets is on the Warriors. Now, let me ask you guys this question. By adding Jimmy on that team with Steph, is the old man still there with the gray hair beard? You know what I'm talking about. Is he still playing? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Draymond?
Yeah.
Yeah, Draymond's still there. Draymond ain't
He's still there.
He hustling. He hustling, man.
That's Steph fucking bodyguard right there.
Yeah. And I mean, they got him as defensive player of the year. For me, it's like I didn't see where
this year.
Yeah, I mean, everybody been saying that. I'm just like, well, I don't see that, But I haven't seen anybody else stepping up. I don't know, but he's gonna be defensive player of the year.
I'm voting for Derek White. If you gas me,
there you go.
I just think the Jimmy thing. I just think it's gonna catch up with him. Okay. I just think it's gonna catch up. Like Jimmy had the big game the other day for that plan and stuff, but I just think that that's far and few in between with him scoring all those points like that. I don't think him and Steph gonna be able to be scoring big numbers together. Steph gonna get his numbers, but I don't see Jimmy keeping it consistent like that. I just don't. Guys gonna because you got other guys that can hit shots, but I think defense, these guys strategize. It's two guys. I think they'll shut that down.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Not Steph, but
no, not Steph, but right. Both of y'all ain't gonna cook us.
Houston got some young boys that's gonna be on their ass. I'm telling
you.
Both of y'all ain't gonna cook us. Like we ain't gonna let both of y'all cook us. Like what? And it's gonna be a pick your poison. Yeah, like you said, Steph's gonna get his buckets. That's Steph.
Yeah.
But if they
Houston got some players, man.
And if Houston plays that D, and that's Ime.
Kids that can play.
And that's Ime. If Ime coach that team right, and them young boys is on top, they might make it difficult.
Nah, Ime got them. Ime got their mindset the right way. Ime got their mindset the right way. They hungry. Like Ime and Barkley.
Man, shout out to Ime. He should still be the coach, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Mazzulla though. Mazzulla doing a good job.
Mazzulla's doing a good job.
I was fucking with Ime though. I was.
You know why Mazzulla's good? You know what I look with Mazzulla is, the clean cut, soft spoken manner as far as for the media, right? We don't know how this dude. He might be screaming their ass out when they're at the gym, right? But that clean cut, calm demeanor, smooth guy is what the Celtics wanted, and that's what they got. But at the same time, I think what's his name? How did I say you? What's the coach name?
Mazzulla.
I think Mazzulla is he's a good coach. Like he knows when to,
Mazzulla's watching all the film. Mazzulla, a very smart guy. He's one of those coaches.
He's one of them coaches. This dude's on top of it. He's knowledge born. Like he's on top of that shit. When he notices, like the dude calls the right timeouts. That's what I feel like.
That now. He wouldn't want to call him before, right?
right. He learned that now. You got
right. And that's based off what you're saying, though, Fizzy.
I believe that's Sam Cassell. Shout out to Sam.
And shout out to helping us. Sam might be the dude. He might be the low key on it. Like
Sam will bark on you. That's the one that's barking.
That's the bark. You're right.
One time I seen Sam walk up and down the sideline. I said, "Look at Sam."
Yeah. So, but Sam, you're right, and he deserves a chance out there in the league to coach a team. Give it.
I agree.
No doubt. Give him. Look what he's doing with the Celtics on the low. You know what I mean? Like he's that guy. He's that coach on that bench.
4 rings, huh?
Yeah.
Got 2 with the Rockets, right?
Yep.
2 with the Celtics.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. Yo, and I didn't even know he crabbed 2 with the Celtics. Yo, that's so.
Yeah. He snuck one. Yeah.
Shout out to Sam. So that's why he's there. For someone, he's stuck with the organization. And that's, after winning those chips in the, in those 08, 09s and shit like that, he's stuck with the organization. You would think that he'll be in Houston or some shit like that, like, where he started and things like that. And didn't he put some time in LA too?
Yeah, with
Clippers.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yep. He put in some time in the Clippers too. So you would think that, he wouldn't be a Boston guy, but shout out to him, man. I'm glad we got him on that bench, man. He's holding the team down.
When you win somewhere, it's just different for you there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you solidify in that city. So it's like, it's
right.
Different. Right. Love is different.
You see when Sam got his ring, the cheers was loud for Sam. I said, damn, Sam must got some pool somewhere, man.
Yeah. Sam, you know what I mean? I'm sure he got a little spot somewhere, a little bar somewhere in the bin.
I'm sure he do. I'm sure he be hanging out right down there on Boston Street, somewhere around there near the Prudential and all that shit. He's downtown somewhere.
Sam look like a South End type of nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. South End, he's down in them ways, man. Backstage, chilling. He probably goes to a little dive. You know what I mean?
Newberry.
He probably got a little restaurant on Newberry.
That he's Sam eating out the joint late night, right?
Yeah.
No, because that's where they stay in the city. Some of these the ball players, they like to stay within the city.
Cool.
and coaches too. So that's a good thing. Yeah, man. So guys, man, Shiz, man, it was great. Thanks for coming.
We just getting started, man. You know what I mean? That's my bad last week. I was a little under the weather. You know what I mean? And got nutty with the cooking and everything, baby running crazy. So it's like, when y'all get me back on, we're gonna do it even bigger. For sure.
That's sweet, man. That's nice, man. You're always welcome, man.
Word.
You know, you always bring good quality information, and you know, your insight to basketball is very well knowledgeable and respected. So I
appreciate it.
I love when you come on the show and give us your little ones and twos on what's going on in the league. I know this is you and T's time of the year for basketball. I don't know. T always tell me he don't know how I turn into a football aficionado, but you know, I still got my love for basketball. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's there.
Yeah. But if you're from the bean, like I tell people that I deal with in my travels and working with sports, I said, listen, when you're from the bean, you play everything coming up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like you're watching all the goddamn Bruins games. You ain't even, I ain't know shit about hockey, but I'm watching Bruins. I'm watching Red Sox. I can name 1,000 Red Sox. I can name 1,000 Celtics. We know every Celtic team that was terrible, a Patriot team. We know all the players. You know what I mean? It's Chip City. That's, you know, it's in us. You know what I mean? All the pause. That's like, it's how we do it.
That's true. Chip City. I like that. Chip City. I love that analogy. This is Chip City. No bullshit. And so next week I'll be inviting you guys. Oh, I will be on hiatus next week, so you guys will be running a show with Stoney and Sean Doe next week. We'll hit you up, man. If you are keyed in or queued in to bless us with your presence, that'll be great. I'll make sure and send out all the invites and everything. Right. And Stacks, enough respect to both of you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.
See y'all next
week. Right.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
God, and make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.